Alright. Let's start getting everything started here. Take Urza, Lucy. We'll take our starting 3, even though he's got a concussion. And just 1 newbie, so that's 2 females. We'll take 1 more. Take Aerith out. Give Aerith, what color's missing? White. What's up, Titan? Sorry about the delay, everybody. Streamlabs had a big old update that I was not prepared for. I'm still not sure if we want to separate the bone axe from the rawhide. I'm just not sold on it. I think that keeping that as our heaviest hitter, because this level 1 fight is such a pain in the butt. We want to make sure that the person with the axe who has the best chance of wounding stays alive the longest, I think. Let me change some names real quick before we get going. In that case, I'm just going to swap these two real quick. Here we go again, indeed. Let's change this to Aerith real quick. Okay, I have caps lock on. Aerith, and this is now Zachary. Oops. And actually, for Zachary, we can go ahead and go grab a rawhide armor for the kid. Oh man, it's so dark. I wish you could just look it up. Because that's a female rawhide with a bone axe. I'm not sure there's a male with a bone axe, though. I mean, I guess we could get Morg out, but... yeah, we grab Morg. Because I think once I attach him to that layout, he'll switch to the bone axe anyways. So we need to get rid of... so let's unassign survivor, send this to shelf. Yeah, nice. Gives him the bone axe. That's a W. Okay. Let's make sure everybody else here. So Aerith really has not much. We do not have survival of the fittest yet. We definitely do need to get it though. Founding Stone. Another nice thing is after this hunt, we'll be able to at least grab 2 survivors to start working on Fist and Tooth proficiency, which is always nice to get started as soon as we can. So from the Skinnery, we got a full set. Okay, that's in there. Where does the stone noses come from again? It's the organ grinder, yep. And it's Aerith that has it. Okay. Urza has just the basics, yep. Lucy, basics. But Zachary, on the other hand... oh, you know what? When we got a concussion, I did not give Zachary a random disorder. Okay, not a huge deal. He has stinky gear in his gear grid, so that doesn't really count. So rawhide pants, boots, vest. Started watching a new series. And it's kind of crazy because I do consider myself a gamer, but I never played any of the Fallout games. But I have been watching the series, and I'm fairly split up the middle. I definitely don't dislike it, but it is pretty crazy, which I think falls in line with the game theme, so that's cool. Everything that I have read about that it is doing the game justice, so that's awesome. Different different like timeline or yeah, it's not based on any of the games. It's just based in the same universe, which is a great idea. That's a great thing to explore because when you base something off of something that's already done, you're bound to get people that just don't like it. Which is, I think, a lot of what happened with Halo. People were so mad at the way they portrayed Master Chief that they lost a lot of enjoyment from it. The Super Mario movie sucked. Yeah, I didn't mind it just because it was just kind of a silly thing. But if they wanted to do more with that universe, they're gonna have to step up their game a little bit. They definitely went the goofy route rather than trying to do something more serious, I guess. Alright, so we have to go after White Lion level 1 here, and we know the drill. I mean, it's not ideal circumstances fighting a level 1 the first time. Weapons are bad, but what do we, I mean, nothing to do, so let's set up a hunt for a White Lion level 1. These are the 4 we're going to take. Really nothing to remember about them. They're all basics. So we'll just go ahead and depart here and get this started. So first up would be Aerith to reveal our first hunt event. Yeah, it does. Oh, White Lion Cub. There we go. Enraged is basically a full party wipe guarantee, but it's really hard to turn down 4 random resources this early in the game. So we'll do it. We'll slay that cub. So we'll give these a... Oh my gosh. G can shuffle again. Give him a shuffle. We'll draw 4. 1, 2. Okay, armor. 3. Can I get a bone, please? A perfect bone. None of these give our survivors anything. 3 hide and a bone. I mean, we're not mad. It's free. And now we'll roll for the result of that on the table. We want to roll an 8? Alright, Bill. Let's roll an 8. Oh, I don't like the look of that 1. 7. That's got to be... I mean... I don't think 7's too bad. Begin immediately? Yeah, that's not bad. Let's check and see what we missed out on. Oh, ground fighting. Oh, we got to avoid ground fighting. Oh, yes. That's great. Oh, no. This can stay in. Flower patches. I know. Rock would have been furious. A luck token. That could be big. So we need terrain right here. Shuffle it up. Dead monster. Oh, that was too much. It would have been too much to get dead monster too. Would have given us a huge advantage though. Yeah, it is good. So this one is 6 spaces from all terrain and 2 spaces of a board edge. That's kind of tough. We're going to put it down here though. And then the survivor corpse is going to end up being a little ways away. We'll set it there for now because we want to use these grass to the most of our ability. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So maybe it is here, because then you can put somebody in it here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So they're in there. And then I think we can end up doing the same thing here, because it's 4 spaces away, I believe. Yeah. I think that's the best way to start. Yeah, this flower's nice. We could get a flower resource and a luck token, which would be good. And then Survivor Corpse, we'll just get it as close as we can. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Can we just put it under him? He could walk on a Survivor Corpse. That's canon. Yep, he ate it and we disturbed his meal. Okay, let's get this under wraps. So nobody has priority target, but we want Zachary to be targeted because he's got evasion, he's got armor. So we'll see if we can make that happen here. So we have power SWAT. Closest threat facing in range. Perfect. It's the same for everybody. So we'll run right up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to Zachary. Now this does have an after damage, but it is only 1 speed against Zachary, and Zachary has just 1 survival actually. So this might be the one we end up needing to dodge, but this grass gives us 2 evasion, which means this is the accuracy is now a 4+. We get an evasion from the rawhide vest, which makes it 5, and the monster grease makes it 6. So we have a solid chance of not being hit here. So we want something sub 6. Not quite enough. Tried our best. So that would succeed as a hit. We are going to dodge it because I am a liability rolling dice. And it's the survivor's turn. I kind of want to give... Oh, yes, rawhide. So once rawhide is spent, we get to roll 1d10. And if we roll a 6+, it's in this app over here. Let's take a look. I'm 90% sure it's 6+. On a 6+, we get that survival back. Show me an 8. Bingo. Give me that back. Free dodge. We love that. All right. So I want somebody to get this luck token. I feel like it would probably be nicer with the bone axe, but I could also give it to somebody with fist and tooth. Well, that's currently working on fist and tooth, and they could even kind of work it that route. So we'll let Lucy go get it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Lucy's gonna search this, and all she needs is a 2+. No problem. Okay, almost a problem there. But it works. 2+, so she gets a luck token, which could be good with fist and tooth if that's how we choose to attack. And a flower resource, which comes from the Flower Knight. And these will need to stay out for the campaign. So we'll give these the old quad shuffle. Let's put these away. 2, 3, 4. And we get an osseous bloom, which is a flower/bone. You may consume this and archive during the showdown to remove all your bleeding and negative attribute tokens and gain the flower addiction disorder. So that will need to stay with Lucy as an option. I think we'd rather use it as a bone though. I mean, unless she's going to bleed out. So Urza can make her way, maybe Aerith will. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Aerith will start making her way up to the Survivor Corpse. I want Zachary to attack from the face, only because this is the best area for our defense, but can't really turn a blind eye to a blind spot chance under these conditions. So this is 2 speed with an accuracy of 5+ with our heavy hitter. Okay, 2 for 2. 1, there we go. That's why we move. That right there is why we move. So we will do that last because it's a reflex. We can't avoid it. Okay, so we have 3 strength with this bone axe, and the lion has a toughness of 8. So it is still a 5+ required to wound. By no means a guarantee. Good enough, though. Wish we had the luck. So it is a wound, so let's get rid of one of these AI. And this strange hand it just had a failure, so no big deal. Alright, let's deal with Beast's Tail next. Why is Morg like... Is that what happens when you put him in a blind spot? I'm gonna have to look at that a little closer. Come on, 10. 8. We'll take it. It's at least a wound, right? I mean, reflex, he's gonna run away, but at least we wounded. Exactly. So there's that. This is interesting. His whole mini has turned darker. It's because he's in the blind spot. Wow, that's... Does it do the same thing if he's in the grass? I wonder if it is just showing that he's not a threat. That's real interesting. So he'll full move forward 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then, Bill, I think you are right. I think you are right on there. We'll have Urza go 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, she can't get there. She can't get to the grass. Otherwise, she could do the bonuses for 1 round, but she can't get there. So I think we're going to have to play it safe. Keep her in the grass. But unfortunately, we're still going to have to test Zachary against the White Lion in full strength. So back to the Lion, who draws Bloody Claw. So it's closest survivor with the most bleeding tokens. Nobody has any bleeds. Therefore, it is a sniff. And we can't, I mean, we can get set up for a defense, but none of us are going to be able to reach him. So back to us, because it's not even turn to face, right? Yeah, until the end of the next round, all survivors are now threats. Yeah. So let's go ahead and have Aerith search this survivor corpse. Come on, Aerith. Find a skull in there. It's probably just some insanity, right? 2 insanity and a random basic. Could still be a skull. 2 insanity's good. And then a basic. Organ. Nice. I guess we have to give this to, just in case they have to eat for some reason. So Zachary can't get there, Lucy can't get there. This is off the board. So we'll have Zach move up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Might as well. We gain insanity. I gave Aerith the 2 insanity. And then, I mean, I guess Lucy, well, we want to keep Lucy in the fight. So we want to keep her fairly close because she's got the luck now. So 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe? 5? We go 5. Yeah. Oh yeah, Zach could do the headband. You're absolutely right, since we haven't done our activation. So we can reveal the top 2 AI and place them back in any order. Does any of these have bad accuracy? No, but this one only has 1 speed. And this one gains bleeds. So let's do Chomp, because that can be a guaranteed miss if we choose to dodge. So that's a smarter route, and we can make sure it targets. It's gonna target Zachary, so that's all good too. We should probably move Urza 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, just so that she can kind of stay in it as well. So no attacks from our survivors that round. Nobody could get into range. Let's go ahead and deal with Chomp. So Chomp is closest threat facing in range is nobody. Closest threat in field of view is Zachary, just the way we wanted it to be. So he's going to go after Zachary, 1 speed, 2 accuracy, but if we remember, because of the buffs we have from armor and the tall grass, it's actually a 6+, so we are looking for a sub 6 here. Yep, just like that. 5 misses, no need to dodge. There we go. Now if I do this right, Lucy can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I know it's not ideal to have Zachary in front, but she's attacking with Fist and Tooth, so low hit count anyways, and I think we pulled the 1 reflex that has full move forward. So this is 2 speed, looking for a 7+ from the blind spot. An 8, so that's 1. And on this we are critting. We're critting on 8, 9, 10 because of the temporary luck token. But wounding, oh, so we can only wound if we crit, is how that lines up. So it's 8, 9, 10. We don't get a resource for it, but it'd still be a great wound. 3, that's not going to do it with any weapon we have. So that's a failure. The strength person is sitting out, had to sit out 1 round to ponder existence or whatever. So the wound does not apply, which isn't a big deal because that wound actually was kind of rough. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't know why Morg's character turns darker when he gets into the blind spot, but the normal ones don't. That's interesting. Yeah, it did kind of work out that I missed there. So Morg, well, not Morg, Zachary is bone axing, so 2 speed, 5+ to hit. No hits. 2 failures. That's unfortunate. Okay. No ability to surge. Who has some survival? Aerith has 1. So we can see what attack is going to be done. Oh, it's a random survivor in range. So it doesn't actually matter, because he could even target blind spot people, because they're in range. So there's really no setting up for this oncoming attack. We could keep Aerith away in case it targets Aerith. I don't know. We'll let Urza try from the side here. Urza's gonna attack with their Founding Stone. So that's 2 speed, 7 plus. Nothing. That's the difficulty of coming up. So we can definitely have Aerith run up. Can't get to any grass. Oh yeah. Could get to this grass. What's up, Mike? How you been? So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's the only grass she can get to. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But that would also make it so they couldn't attack next round. So we'll let them go here. Or heck, we could even let them go here. No notification. Yeah, sorry about that. Do you happen to have Discord, Mike? I know it's not a super common thing, but we do stream updates all the time before we go live, anything like that. And if that notification thing is on my end, let me know and I can get that fixed. So now we just gotta let Mr. White Lion do his thing. We know what's coming. It's Vicious Claw. He's going to target a random survivor in range, and even though we're in the blind spot, we are still considered to be in range. So we got to get our universals out. We need one of each. 1, 2, 3, 4. Give these a good shuffle. Oh, dang. The automatic shuffle was working earlier. Okay. So who's our White Lion targeting? They're targeting lucky survivor number 2, which is Urza. Urza's right next to him here, so he's going to rotate to face. This is a 2 speed, 2 accuracy, 1 damage. Okay, so those both hit. So they're worth 1 damage apiece, and we'll see if we want to dodge one here in a second. Ouch. The head one is concerning. We'll spend our survival to dodge the headshot, take the body shot, and we have to take a bleed. Okay. I mean, we've had worse turns. Let's have Urza jump over here to the side real quick, and we'll let Urza attack first. 2 speed, looking for 7s or higher here. 2 subpar rolls. A wasted attack. That's okay. We got Zach up next from the blind spot. This is our heavy hitter. Zach's got the bone axe, looking for 5s from the blind spot. Holy cow. 2 more misses. Okay, Lucy. We'll let Lucy give it a try. Attacking with Fist and Tooth because she's got another luck. So we're looking for 7 or better. There's 1, thank goodness. So this does have a wound, but it won't apply because the only time we can wound is if we crit. And we're critting on 8, 9, 10 right now. And we could use it. Not even close. It was a 1. Okay, well, we'll let Aerith give it a go with their Founding Stone. We need a 7. Please. 2. 2 hits there. 1, 2. Okay, we do have Glorious Mane, which is impervious. Beast's Knee also has no effects, so we'll go after Beast's Knee first. We're looking for a 7 through 10 to issue a wound to our monster. Day late and $1 short, I tell you what. So we missed that because we were 1 short. Now the only time we get anything out of this is if we get a 10 here, a Lantern 10. And we just get a resource. We don't even get a wound, so nothing there. You are correct, Bill. That is 2 rounds without wounding the monster. Not great. And that actually brings us back to the lion's turn. Unfortunately. Oh no. It's a mood. So alert. When a survivor moves into a space within the zone of death, stop their movement, they gain priority target. Now, this isn't as big of a deal because we're not going to be moving. We can still attack within the zone, we just can't move into it. So, as long as we stand still, we could still do some damage here. We might as well start things off with Zachary, because he's kind of our only hope. 2 speed, 5+. We've been seeing some real poor numbers from the young man, so we're going to need it to be better here. You are kidding me. 2 2s. Wow. Okay, Lucy next with the Founding Stone, looking for 6s. This is disgusting. 1. I did say Founding Stone even though they were supposed to attack with Fist and Tooth, but since they're attacking with the Founding Stone, that 6 does hit. It just, they're not as lucky. No bad effects here, so we're wounding on a 7+, only critting on 9, 10, and I bet right here we'll roll an 8. Oh! Okay. A 9, so that is a critical wound. So before we do anything else, let's remove that AI. We gain 1 random White Lion resource. Whoops. Confused why the shuffle isn't working now. It was working before. Crit indeed. Give it a little shuffle here. And what's our random resource? A Lion Claw. That's really good for the Cathars. That's real good. Now there is a persistent injury, organ trail. The white lion's intestines hang from the wound on its gut, dragging on the floor. At the start of every monster turn before it draws an AI card, roll a d10. On a result of 1, the monster suffers a wound. In an ideal world. I hope it's not a sign of things to come. Did you guys, was that a reference to the Oregon Trail game that used to be so brutal, so punishing? Urza will then attack from the side here with Founding Stone. 2 speed, looking for a 7+. I want the crit to be a sign of what's to come. A perfect hit doesn't do us any good, except it is a hit. So, bing. This does have a failure that is not great. I mean, it's not going to hurt any of us, but If we get a 7 or higher, it's no big deal. 10 would be great. Why not, right? Oh, missed it by 1. The 6s are flowing, but it is not enough. So lion's gonna run away. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we're no longer in the alert zone, but Urza just attacked, so she can still move. So I'm gonna have her go 1, 2, because I'm guessing Aerith's gonna end up getting attacked. Which would put our guys in a position where they could attack and not have to move. Because he'd just come right back down 6. I feel like that's probably the best move. Oh, wait. This is just at the start of every turn. We could set it off. That's definitely an option. We'll see how the cookie crumbles here. So it would now be White Lion's turn. He pulls Bat around. Closest threat facing in range is nobody. Closest threat in field of view is going to be Aerith. So we're going to come 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And this is pretty good because the accuracy is 5+. That grass makes it 7+. And if we've seen one thing, it's that I'm really bad at rolling 7 or higher. So anything under a 7 is a miss. Well, can't have it all, right? Does Aerith does have a survival. It's only 1 damage though, and they have some insanity, so it's probably not a bad one to take. Assuming it's not head damage. Yeah, we'll take it. So to the arms, 1 insanity. I think that'll be okay. And we don't have to set off the alert if we don't want to here. We may want to. What happens exactly? So they just gain priority target token. And they have to stop their movement. Oh, we did forget to roll a 1. Let's roll a 1 right now, because that's on me. If we forget again, a 1. 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. No. If we forget again, we won't roll for it, but that's just because I forgot to do it. So for the Discord, you got to get an invite, then turn on the alert. Okay, so the Discord link is in like the main screen of the YouTube for the channel. I'm not sure if you have access to it there, but if you don't and would like it, I can send it in this chat. I could provide it for you, Mike. So, should we just attack? Let's just attack. Zachary is really sucking anyways, so I don't even think the blind spot's going to help. Ooh, except anything that runs forward here, double trouble. Don't love that. I don't love it. Double grab's trouble. If I move Lucy 1, she'd stop movement here, get attacked. Alright, come on, Lucy. You gotta survive for us, my friend. So her movement stops. Basic action. So she would gain priority target token, but then she's instantly being targeted. So she would lose that priority target token. Basic action is 2-2-1, and she's gotta take this straight up. I don't even think she has any survival to dodge. 2 hits, no survival. 1 damage to each. No increased damage though. Nothing doubled. Body's a heavy. Legs is a light. So she is knocked down. She's not going to be able to attack like I wanted her to, but that does open up the blind spot for Zachary. Come on, Zachary, you gotta throw me a bone here. I gave you our Juggernaut loadout. You're gonna have to be better than this. It's astounding. 1. Better than none. Oh, fuzzy groin. Should we do a bet right now on whether or not the crit is coming? Oh my gosh, that was close. Okay, so it is not a crit, but it is a success. A wound is a wound. Let's get these up and reshuffle them. I wonder why that keybind worked at the beginning, but not now. That's true, it is a double wound. Probably would have been worth it. Okay. We could encourage Urza, or Lucy. If we encourage with Zachary, yeah, lucky Lucy. Let's do it, because he might be able to keep it. If he rolls a 6+, he gets it back. Attempted encourage, loses it. Okay, but Lucy is up. Lucy has to attack from the face because she already moved. So she's got 2 chances to get an 8 or higher. Three and a 6. So even if she's in the blind spot, she's going to miss that shot. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I mean, we're attacking here. So Aerith. Let's see what we can do. Looking for 7s. 2 chances at it here. We got it once. Beast's Paw has a horrific failure, actually. Real trouble. Alright, Aerith. You gotta... Oh boy. Oh, hello. Hello. Broken foot, ignore the effects of grab. That's huge. Huge for the team. So crit, your attack destroys the white lion's foot. It loses its leverage. The white lion gains a -1 movement token. And we get a lion claw. That's big. It was a sign. And I'm all for it. 1 lion claw. I will need to shuffle that again since I've seen what's there. The Limpy Lion. And he's got that broken foot, and I love that. I don't think I took an AI out, did I? I don't think I did yet. Huge. Huge. No effects of grab? Oh, we love that. Urza, what do you got? 1, 2, 3. Maybe she's got something hidden up her sleeve, too. 2 chances at a 7. That's okay. It can't always work out, right? Bill, you'll be happy to hear I'm looking into a new mic, specifically for this stream that translates just my voice better in general. A little louder, a little more customizable, because I went through and rewatched some of the stream last time. It wasn't great. Jumped out and joined Discord. Oh, that's alright, Mike. It was a good one. But, was it a good one? Yeah, it was. Is it better this stream, Bill? I did feel bad that it was having issues last stream. Alright, we are back to the lion. Now, before he draws an AI, though, we get to roll a d10. And if we get a 1, we get to wound him a little bit. Come on, haven't seen a 1. No, 8, of course. Alright. What do you got in store for us, Lion? Chomp. And it's coming right after Lucy, who does not have a survival anymore either. That's a little unfortunate. This is gonna be a headshot to our lucky Lucy. And she already has a heavy head. Oh, nuts. Maybe we'll roll a 1 here. 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. No! No. Okay, so it always hits the head location. Oh, Lucy doesn't have a headshot? Who got hit in the head? Was it Urza? No, somebody... Oh, we did dodge a headshot from Urza. Is that what I'm thinking? That must be what I'm thinking. That we dodged that one. Okay. Why did Lucy get knocked down, though? She got knocked down from something, I thought. She got knocked down from the basic action. I might have done something goofy. I'll have to go through and check. Because I could have sworn when the basic action targeted Lucy, we had to encourage her because she was knocked down. And I thought it was a heavy on the head. Shoot, guys, I think I kind of messed that up. I might have given it to the wrong person. I apologize. I'll try to set that right, but for now all we can do is go off what's recorded here, so I'll try to make that right. Alright, so that's the end of the Lion. Let's go ahead and sidestep once with Zachary. Zachary, can you please get 2 hits? 2 for 2, right here, right now. Horrible. Zachary, you're never, ever getting this axe again. You blew it. It's supposed to be our heaviest hitter, for goodness sake. Urza, what do you got? Urza's been solid, right? Was Urza the one that crit for that broken foot? It's listening to me. Okay, then how about 2 rolls here over 6? Yep, not quite. But we did get 1, and that's 1 more than none. Failure has that reaction. However, grab is not a big deal anymore. We get to disable grab. We're looking for another 7+ to wound. Can we? Ooh, that 10 looks good. Yeah. 10 looks really good. So we'll discard that. He gets a -1 accuracy. No resources, unfortunately. And see you later, AI. Aerith, you want to give it a go? Yeah, she does. Sorry, I had to work out a sneeze there. You know what else I forgot to do? Bill, you're going to be so disappointed. And it's not because I was going too fast, it's because I just forgot. But on arrival, this stone gives a survival and an insanity. So, should have had one of each there. Whoops. So, should be at 2 and 2. My bad. Founding Stone. Here we don't get that accuracy boost, so we need to see some 7s. 2 chances at it. My gosh. Seems like I needed 10 chances at it. No good. Yeah, might as well encourage Lucy with Aerith now. We'll run Lucy around to the side here. I don't know, maybe try... we might as well try Fist and Tooth again. I think she's got it. 2 chances at 8. It's really not any worse than 2 chances at 7, you know? Yeah, especially when you roll like that. The mood is gone. We did trigger it. Lucy took it. And actually, that's the end of our turn, so the mood is probably about to come back. Nope. Vicious Claw. Random survivor in range. Oh yeah, roll the 1. Yep. Get a 1, discard this card. Ooh, it was close. It was right there on the back side, Bill. Okay, so this is just a randomized attack. So we'll need to shuffle this. 3, who's that? Oh, it's Lucy. That's unfortunate. Lucy's definitely getting picked on right now. So this is a 2/2/1. No survival to dodge. No ones. So she gains a bleed from that, as well as 2 damage. We do need to experience a death, in general, to get our principal, but I'm sure that settlement events will take care of that for us. Body and leg. If the settlement events are anything like last season's settlement events. Okay. Alright. So, what? I don't remember what Keybind Mithra taught me. 1 second. To see how many cards were left. Let me just take a look here real quick. It's not glance mode. I might have to look into it again. I thought it was like an F something. It might. That's okay. I will figure it out. Yeah, it'll just be a surprise. How about that? It's our turn. So let's attack with Irith while she's here, and then we can move her out of the blind spot. So Irith is going with the Founding Stone, 2 chances at a 6. Okay, 1. Does have a failure. Possible knockdown situation. Does have insanity, so wouldn't be the worst. We need another 7, right? Yeah. We need another 7 plus here. The 10s are flowing, fellas. Flowing. The blow destroys the white lion's jaw. So no jaw. Roll another d10. Sure thing. On a result of 5 plus, the white lion's jaw flies off its face. The attacker gains a courage and a survival. Thank you. I'll take both. And I'll give you this wound right here. Okay, and Aerith's going to step back. Mission accomplished. This is going to be kind of weird. Urza's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't really care about getting Urza into the blind spot. 2 chances at a 7 here with the Founding Stone. Got 1. Blind spot would not have changed that. Failure with a basic action. How about another 7? How about another 10? Is that being too greedy? 9. 9 is a success. Down to the final 2 AI cards, 3 total life points left. And we are going to run Zachary around 5. Please, Zach. I mean, if you want any chance of using this axe in the future, you got to show me something here. 2 chances. It better be a 5. It is, because of the blind spot. No reaction here. Crit is a double wound and would knock him down, Zach. Ooh. 6 is still good for it, though, because it has 3 strength, so we're actually wounding on a 5+. So it is a wound. We won't complain about getting a wound. And Lucy, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Lucy, could be something cool here. We are going to go Fist and Tooth since we get that blind spot opportunity. 2 chances at a 7. Got it. Okay. Good crit opportunity. We knew it was coming somewhere. So, clever ploy. Unfortunately, it's Lucy. Lucy's got some bad luck. The attacker is caught in the White Lion's ruse and is savagely mauled. So the attacker is doomed. Perform basic action targeting the attacker. I mean, she's doomed anyway. She doesn't have any survival. We'll give these a good shuffle. We made it a long ways through that. No complaints here. So he's going to turn to Lucy and he's going to attack Lucy. Now he does have a -1 accuracy. So anything under a 3 is a miss. There's a little bit of luck. A miss. Richard, brown pants. 1 wound to the legs. It's a good balance, Lucy. Respect that. So she's knocked down, but not dead. Are any of you guys golfers in chat or enjoy watching the sport at all? I watched the Masters this weekend and it was pretty good. Alright, that's it from the survivors. That's the best we could do, and I think it was pretty good. Yeah, it's definitely not for everybody, and I grew up playing baseball and loving to watch baseball, and everybody else thinks baseball is super boring to watch, which kind of translates to golf, because, wow, that's amazing. Oh, went broke. Oh. Yeah. No golf. Hey, you know what? If you're all into Kingdom Death, there's not a whole lot of time for anything else, Mike. And let me tell you, that's a good way to spend your time, my friend. No disagreement here. Chomp. Of course this one's the last one in there. That's okay, because he's going to target Zach, who has no survival, so yikes. He just got drunk and played golf all day for 2 years. Nice. Sounds... I love me some golf. Alright, so with the accuracy, anything under a 5 here is a miss. And we kind of need it to miss. I don't really want to get... Okay, definitely did not miss. I think we've talked about this in previous streams, but I'm so glad that Poots hasn't put in a crit against the survivors yet. My gosh. Oh, no jaw. The White Lion vomits blood all over itself. Any adjacent survivor gains an insanity. He does. We did destroy his jaw. Oh no, I didn't take it out. Oh no. I'm going to have to look through the deck and reshuffle. Sorry, everybody. I did it again. Oh, that was not shuffled very low. It was going to get revenge on us. Which one was it? It was a persistent injury. Is it this one? No, that's lost hand. There it is, no jaw. So this one was supposed to stay out. So does that mean there's just no damage? I think it does. Instead, Lucy, everybody but Aerith gains an insanity. Oh, you do get damage still. Tragic. You probably do. But everybody gets an insanity, except for Aerith. So we'll take that away from him. Okay, and headshot for Zachary. Does he already have one? No. Oh, he has. Oh, duh. He has 2 head armor. Who cares? I forgot he's got the whole kit. Okay, so that's the end of the monster turn. So Lucy's back up. She got knocked down on our turn. Yeah, all 3 did get their insanity. Yep. Let's let Lucy try to finish it on a crit. That'd be cool. She's got 2 chances at a 7. Okay, 1 hit. Oh my gosh. I did reshuffle. And I top shuffled the trap. I did shuffle it because it was like 3 or 4 down. So I shuffled it a couple times and it top shuffled the trap. That is a huge bummer. Sorry, Lucy. It was a good try. Some 1s and 2s. Negative. So that's 2 hits against Lucy. What do we got here? Hands and legs. 1's definitely a heavy. So legs is a severe. To the chart we go for the legs. She could quickly become old peg leg Lucy. Okay, let's get our shiz die. What do you got for me, Lucy? That's a 1. 4. Still not good. Not death, but maybe should have been. Dismembered leg. Yeah, it probably would have been better for her to just die. Lose a leg. You think? So, yeah, I mean, she'll be a breeder. -2 permanent movement. You can no longer dash. This injury is permanent. And it can be recorded twice. A survivor with 2 dismembered legs, severe injuries, has lost both their legs, must retire at the end of the next showdown. 'Tis merely a flesh wound, if you catch my drift. Alright. So, I mean, I'm assuming she's knocked down for that as well. Let's give this a shuffle. 1, 2, 3. Alright, Zachary. Enough playing with our food. It's time to end it. 2 chances at a 5. Just get 2 5 pluses here. Unbelievable. Okay, what do we got? Failure, but we're succeeding on a 5 plus. Whew. Oh, baby. It was close. Okay, so now we need 1 more damage to kill him. We'll let Aerith give it a try. Aerith's been doing pretty good things. Founding Stone, 2 chances at a 6. Terrible, Aerith, you're fired. Urza, I guess. We're not in a throw our stone position here, so 2 chances at a 7, not using the blind spot. Oh, has 2 whole chances at it. So This wound is not a big deal and would allow us to try again on the chest. So we'll start with Beast's Flank here, needing another 7+. 4 is a failure. So no wound, which brings up Beast's Chest. 7+, where are you? Not there. Not right there. Okay. Stupid lion. So it's going to end up going 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Basic action time, which is closest survivor in field of view. Tragic. Going right back after Lucy. I don't know if we roll for this one because I think it does say... oh, just at the start. Well, before it draws an AI card. Which, since we're not drawing one, does the basic action technically count as an AI card? If it's a 1, I'll tell you what, it is going to count. Okay. Guess it doesn't matter. So this is 2 speed against Lucy, 2+. Not looking good. Oh, not looking good at all for old Lou. Old unlucky Lou. Might as well just kill her. Thanks for that. What does it say it was? It says it's waist and legs to Lucy. Waist is no big deal. Legs, here we come again. Are we going to get the other one dismembered? Guess we'll see. Da 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 da. Smoked. Smoked. Deader than dead. Unlucky Lou only made it so long. Blood geyser. Blood shoots from your femoral artery at an alarming rate, killing you in seconds. So, Titan, your poem is in the description for the first video, and it is permanently as the description for the playlist for this campaign. And I'm going to add the Dragon King one into the description for the Dragon King campaign playlist as well. She dead. She dead. And we trigger death now? No, not now. Yeah, roses are red, Lucy is dead. Oh, gosh. We needed somebody to die, I just didn't expect it to be Lucy. I actually thought we were going to make it out of this without losing anybody. Psych. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Zachary. It's time for you to show up right now. 2 chances at a 6. Don't be lame. Okay. Giving it a shot. The 4 was a miss. Yeah, but it's a 2+ accuracy. That's the problem. Yeah, I got you though. I keep forgetting that that's there too. Okay. This would not help us any extra if it was a crit. We don't get anything extra from it, so we'll just take the 5. We'll take the 10. I mean, you know what I mean? I think killing blows, if they're a crit, should always be something special. The blow wallops the white lion's head, causing shockwaves of blinding pain. Another persistent injury that we won't get to see, but a crit to win it. Don't mind if I do. Alright, let's get our resources and get out of Dodge. So this bone's going to come up here. We do have an organ. So already we're looking at 8 resources, so we'll get 16 out of this hunt. Not bad at all, my friends. This is already shuffled, so we could just pull 1, 2, 3. Ooh boy, love juice is big for a mystery mate. And 4 more. 1. Where's that cat eye? 2. Oh ho 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 ho. Game changer. Now get me some white cloth so I can get one of those armor sets going. Nope. What a great balance of resources there. Okay, so we need to manage departing survivors. Oh, yeah. Sorry, I do need to do that. So nothing gives us anything except for hand. When you gain this, a random survivor gains an insanity. Everybody has 1. We'll give it to Zachary. Even though he disappointed me greatly. So Urza and Zach each age. Let's return and advance the year. Let's get that taken care of real quick. Urza and Zach. Come over here to age. Okay. 2 dice, add them together. We get to pick a weapon proficiency at this point. So for Urza first, Urza's looking at a 9, which is a random fighting art. That random fighting art is Orator of Death. You just gained, yeah. Once per showdown, you may spend your activation to have all non-death survivors gain 2 insanity, which is great. That's a great one to have. She didn't get Monster Claw style, which would have been really nice. Let's do Zachary, because if he gets Monster Claw style, an 8, which is another random fighting art for Zachary. So random fighting art. Faded Blow. Oh, shoot. We can't use that. That is a... oh, wait. No, we can. We have Dragon King in the campaign. We can, because we have Dragon King as our node 3. Oh, that's huge. This is... oh, that was one of my favorite fighting arts from the Dragon King campaign. Huge. Wow. Yep. Awesome. Might try to pair Faded Blow with Fist and Tooth. Just for that +2 strength. So let's give... well, and actually that's tough. That's a tough call. Because if we give him Axe Proficiency, he earned an Axe Proficiency point last battle. So he would have 1 to start. And I think Axe Proficiency is one of the best ones aside from Sword. So if we give him Axe, we'll definitely give Urza Fist and Tooth. And then probably both of the next survivors, once they age, we'll probably also give Fist and Tooth. Get 2, maybe 3 working on it. Okay, so let me pull this guy out just because I want to do it by the book. I don't want to get too ahead of myself. So, survivors have returned. All the tokens are removed. We already gained our endeavors. Now we got to go to the timeline. So first, I already have 2 hunt XPs from the prologue and then from year 1 that we just did. So I think I did go through these already and took the ones we couldn't use out. Chat, how many shuffles do we want? Four shuffles from Bill? Titan, Mike, what are you guys thinking? How many shuffles do we want out of this horrific deck of nightmares? Yeah. First axe weapon proficiency, right? Isn't that what I... Yeah, he's at axe 1. Alright, 4 it is. We have sealed... I agree with it, by the way, but we have sealed our own fate. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hey! The best one available. Huge stuff for the settlement this year, fellas. Huge. Let's get to the timeline. Let's put lights in the sky in there. This is going to be a new campaign, my friends. Oh, 2 axe per... Oh, yeah, sorry. Just 2 hunt XP. My bad. I'll bet I did say that. I meant the... Yeah. So, a spectacular light show. Oh, wait. We're going to do it like this. A spectacular light show erupts against the limitless darkness above. Swirling vivid trails streak overhead. They lift everyone's spirits. Words are just difficult. The settlement's collective imagination is set aflame. After rolling for any endeavor, you may add 1 or 2 to the result. Big dubs. And even if you don't use it, it's just a nice, easy settlement event, you know? Alright. Okay. Now we gotta do Endless Screams, even though we've all heard it 100 times. Ol' Mr. Lope. A scream pierces the silence around the settlement. As the noise fades, a chorus of horror rises up in answer. Gotta be cheatin'. I write the code for this game. Spoiler. The settlement erupts into chaos, trying to comprehend the source of the terrible wail. You may now hunt the screaming antelope. Yeah, the last campaign was crazy, Mike. You would have thought somebody else was cheating against me. You may now hunt the screaming antelope. Add it to the quarry list on the settlement record sheet. Sure thing. Screaming lope. Nominate a single survivor to stand amidst the madness. They gain a courage and become the voice of reason. Somebody already gained a courage. Aerith. I think I'm going to have Aerith stand out there. Because they could get Order of Death, too. So they get a courage. And they become the voice of reason. So we'll give them a try here. Yeah, it can be bad. We're used to that. Kingdom Death, not Kingdom Life, right? Come on, Aerith. What do you got for us, my friend? A 9er. The survivor stands firm in the face of the screaming unknown. Slow and strong words change the settlement's fear into tingling excitement. After all, the endless screams might be an opportunity to gain knowledge and harness the darkness. The survivor gains the Order of Death fighting art. All returning survivors gain 2 insanity. So 1, 2. 1, 2. And 1, 2. Okay. Now we update the death count. So we would have updated that death count, and which is where we would trigger this principle. So now we got to go to principles, death. So survival of the fittest is for life, Bill. Plague, murder, Bone Witch, plague, murder. Yep. That's actually about how it went. And I mean, I personally think this is the most out of balance of all the principles. I don't know why you wouldn't do Graves. So we're just going to do Graves. How about that? Principles, death, graves. And we'll roll the d10 for it. Something good. Now, right in the middle of the road. No! Settlement gathers around the grave, each taking a moment to reflect the loss and their place in the darkness. All departing survivors gain a survival and an understanding. Would have been cooler if it was the luck. So departing survivors gain a survival and an understanding. Let me make a little note of that real quick. Okay. Put that down there in the corner of the monitor. Okay. And that's it. I would have had wish I would have had the permanent luck. Yeah, that's true. All right. Okay, now our time is our own. So we skipped on endeavoring last year, and I think that's probably the only time we can afford to do that. So let's get rid of one. Do we have anything in our storage? We have one organ. So 1, 2. We might be able to get rid of the osseous bloom. I'm not sure if we're going to go on a forest run. Let me take a look at what we got. Where you at? Oh, it's sense memory. So this is what we can choose because of this campaign to come over here and do. Aside from the armor, if we want the armor bill, we'll need to get after him a little bit more. The Vespertine bow is the best bow in the game, without a doubt. But it's not overly easy to get. I need to get my hands on the sword, but how do I do that again? Okay, so I can do a forest run. It costs an endeavor, and we can exchange any number of monster resources for that number of flowers, which is okay. But the sword itself is 2 bone or 1 skull and a lantern. Oh no, that's the helm. I apologize. So it's the osseous bloom, any flower, and 2 iron. So we'll keep our eyes open for some iron, because as soon as we can get that iron, the sword is not fragile. Let me grab it just to make sure. It is devastating, though. No, oh, it's rare gear, isn't it? My bad. I do believe it's rare gear. Yep. Replica flower sword. So it's 2, 6, and 6 with devastating. And then if you can connect those pieces, it gains sharp and an evasion. Yeah, I can see it, Bill. Can indeed, my friend. So we can't save. Can't save. So we'll probably spend the osseous bloom because it's perishable. So if we don't use it, we lose it. But we can trade resources for flowers any year. So it's not, all we would need is like a crazy antelope farm one year, switch them all out for flowers, and we'll probably get what we need. But since we're not really crafting, I don't know, what's the bow look like? The consequence for building the bow is atrocious. This necrotic mistletoe will make you want to quit the game. And we need an osseous bloom, a sighing bloom, an organ, and a hide. So the only thing we're missing is a Sighing Bloom, which we could possibly take a chance at getting it. We'd have to give up the whiskers, the sinew. Bow is not slow. Not slow and not cumbersome. So I'd have to get rid of all three of these, because I'm not getting rid of the eye. I'm not getting rid of the claws. Because we have the bloom. If we chose to keep it, you need the bloom, a hide, and an organ. Because sense memory is just, that's something we're given in this event. I'm not positive. I thought we had, yeah, during the development step of the settlement phase, you may trigger sense memory story event, or perform a forest run and craft the flower helm or replica flower sword. So at any point, these are always available to us, if we choose to trigger it, basically. But the bow is not guaranteed. I would have to spend an endeavor, change these three, because it's only... Help me think. Everybody, what is it? We've looked at the requirement. It's only monster-specific resources on Forest Run. Any number of monster resources for that number of flower resources. So realistically, we could really only do 3. And we need to get 1 Sighing Bloom. All right, is that what we're interested in doing? I know, but I really wanted to keep the claws because that's both of what you need for the Catars. I think Catars will be really nice with the luck in this campaign. Read the bow. Yeah, I love the Vespertine bow. But Necrotic Mistletoe it's pretty brutal. So the bow has 3 speed, 6 accuracy, and 1 damage, or 1 strength, but it's got a range of 5 and it's deadly. It gives you the option before each attack you may choose for Vespertine bow to have slow to get +4 accuracy and a range of 9. So the aim is like actually an aim, super beneficial, +4. Okay. So we are also planning on innovating, correct? Just so we're all on the same page. So I can spend an endeavor to do this, spend an endeavor to innovate, and then have one more to possibly try intimacy again, because we'll be doing love juice. Kids and bows. I agree. Okay, so I will get rid of an endeavor to sacrifice these 3 White Lion resources to draw 3 flower resources, but we are going to shuffle these again. 1, 2, 3. Getting rid of the claws. I mean, we could. Do we not want Catars? Because we could basically build the Catars now, is the only thing. Right? They're 1 Lion Claw and 1 hide. Well, for Lope, luck is nice for critting, but ranged is nice for its movement. So there could probably be an argument made for either piece of gear. The luck from the Catars when you're attacking is great for the crit farm on the Lope, and the bow having range is great for taking him down while he runs around the board. So the only bummer would be if we draw the Sighing Bloom in the first 3 cards and didn't need to give up the claws. But it's also going to suck if we burn an Endeavor to get the bow and don't draw a Sighing Bloom. Correct. Do we continue to push our luck? Bow, arrow, circlet. Alright. So we'll give up both claws as well. Alright, and now we're drawing 5 cards instead of 3. 1 is Warbling Bloom, which is flower/hide. 2, Lantern Bud, which is flower/scrap. 3 is the Osseous Bloom. We really need to see a Sighing Bloom, so we would not have gotten it without the claws. Let's see if we can get it with the claws. 4, Lantern Bloom. No. And last but not least, Osseous Bloom again. No Sighing Bloom. Of course it was next. Gee whiz, man. Okay. We're scrambling a little bit now. Let's go see what we can buy with it. Okay. We're still okay. We can use these things. We could make the arrow. Let's just pick this up, take it over there. Looks like we could make the arrow. Looks like we could make the cello. Yeah, you're not cheating. So the Vespertine Satchel. Oh, we don't have a leather. So a Lantern Bud and 2 flowers could get us the cello. If I remember right, the cello isn't great. The cello is unique. At the start of the showdown, all survivors with an instrument in their gear grid gain a luck. And it is noisy, yeah. You're not wrong. Roll, yeah. Yeah, big old worm. The foil is not good. I do believe the foil is frail. We could build it. Or is it slow? I thought there was something to it. At the beginning of each settlement phase, archive this unless you spend a flower. That's what's kind of risky about it. But it gains deadly too, so that gets +2 luck. That's pretty nice. The problem is we would have to sacrifice 1 endeavor every year, which isn't great, to turn something into a flower resource. The arrow is 2, 6, and 0. It's an ammunition. So it goes in the bow, and it has deadly 4, so +4 luck. Archive this after use. If your attack misses, place a flower patch terrain tile adjacent to the monster where you can get it back. You basically get a flower from it, and you can turn that flower back into an arrow. The bow is great, but we missed on getting the bow. So let's look at this. I'm not super attached to anything in here. So let's innovate. So we'll take the monster organ, the monster hide, and an osseous bloom since it's a bone. And we'll innovate. Not innovating just hurts my soul. I'm sad we did it. So we're looking for Symposium early on. Inner Lantern and Paint. two amazing ones. You do have to get rid of any flowers you don't use because they're perishable. Yeah, they're all perishable except this Warbling Bloom. You archive it to gain a population. The survivor is born, so it does. That would get the permanent luck and stuff. That's considered a born survival. They just get flower addiction and an ugly face. So between Inner Lantern and Paint, I personally lean more. Yep, Cabbage Patch Kids. I personally lean more towards Inner Lantern because I love to surge. So that would be my choice personally. And it has less consequences, so it's not going to junk up the deck and give us a better chance at hitting Symposium. So I'm going to go Inner Lantern there, which does take us down to one Endeavor left. Okay, now we need to turn Eye of Cat into the Cat Eye Circlet. It's big. It's a big pull. Sad we lost both our Lion Claws, or we could have had two sets of Katars. That hurts. Yeah, it's just one Eye of Cat. We did do our Death Principle already. We will do Life shortly, hopefully. Where's Caterium? So, right there, Cat Eye Circlet. Okay. Let's go ahead and spend our Love Juice. So this will trigger automatic intimacy for us. We already know Lucy is going to be one of the two. Because she lost a leg. Awkward. Oh no, she's dead. So, psych. We have to pick two. Not two good ones, that's for sure. We could use... Alistair's got the permanent strength. Yeah, Lucy dead. So we could just do Grima and Rhea. They seem like a good pair. Old Wormtongue. I do have one Endeavor left, Titan. Yep. We'll just send those two up to the intimacy table. See what they can do. How they do it. I'm going to roll the white die. Da-da-da. Let's see what we got here. Come on. I mean, high intimacy is big. We want that. We want the high intimacy. Yeah. Kind of like that. Ooh, wait. Do we get lights in the sky for that? No. That's not an Endeavor. This would be the Endeavor for it. Augury. Just a pair of twins is all. Oh, and I didn't tell anybody, but well, just didn't tell you guys. My wife and I found out that we are having a little girl. So much excitement there. Not having twins. Nope. Well, I'm hoping that I rolled in like the 8 range with a bed for the permanent strength. You know what I mean? So 9. The settlement celebrates a twice fortunate event. A pair of healthy newborn survivors enter the world. The settlement gains +2 population. That's a great way to start there. Teen? Such a terrible name. Grima. Thank you. Thank you, Titan. We are very excited. Grima and Rhea. I hate that name. It's Annalie? Whatever, that'll work. So we're getting an understanding as well as +1 permanent luck on birth. That is what we get. And then so they get the affinity issues as well. -2 red and 1 permanent green. Okay, there's one. Now a male as well. Tristan. Grima and Rhea. Told you, they sounded like good ones. Create. So now we have to choose our principal. And Bill is very partial to survival of the fittest, and I think that Titan is as well. Mike, do you have a preference? Do you have an opinion on survival of the fittest versus protect the young? I'm just interested simply for other opinions' sake. I mean, I know what I probably am gonna. Yeah, fittest. So fittest gives strength, permanent strength, permanent re-rolls. Yeah, strength and evasion. Yeah. But it does make that intimacy roll a little bit harder. If you're trying to do intimacy before you have face painting, it can be a little tough. But we do kind of get bailed out with the population on flowers because they are born. Yeah, it's not necessarily lose 2 on intimacy, but you have to roll twice and take the lowest of the 2. Alright, we'll do without mercy. I'm okay with it. I became a little partial to it myself. So, survival of the fittest. Let's get it done. That should have given all of our survivors 1 strength and 1 evasion. Yeah. I mean, that alone is huge to get. Alright, and then everybody's got their lifetime reroll now, which is also huge. Let's roll on the table. Don't you dare be a 1. Okay. 9. Did we want low? We probably did, didn't we? The child is raised as a pure warrior, leaving compassion and fear behind. The newborn survivor, which, who was born first? It was Ann Lee was born first. Gains 2 courage and the tough fighting art, but 1 random disorder. Tough. What disorder? Arithmophobia. Oh no. Oh no. Roll a d5. Your movement is that number. Oh, don't do this. Don't do it. Don't be like this. This is one of the worst disorders in the planet. Okay, come on, come on, come on. Terrible. Terrible. 3? 3 movement. I mean, if we're doing D10 cut in half, it's 2.5, which rounds up to 3. Oh, so bad. I would lifetime reroll that if I knew I wouldn't get worse. But I know I would, and I think all of you know I would. As soon as I use a lifetime reroll on it, I'd roll a 1. Okay, so that's that. Goody, goody. So we're looking down the barrel of 11 population. We always want to hit that 15 number. That flower can pump out a kid whenever we say. So right now we may plant this during the settlement phase to archive it and gain a population if we want. Do it now. Bleeding removes disorders. Um, there is it bloodletting that does? Tree panning. That's right. So we'll plant this to gain a population. The survivor is born with flower addiction disorder. So we need another female to level it out. Alana. Now we have to choose parents because they're the ones that would technically plant it, but that's kind of a really weird way to think about it. Okay. So we'll create that individual. This is now spent. We do need to look into spending the rest of these. So a couple bones. I mean, we can make weapons, obviously. You may consume and archive this during the settlement phase to gain 3 endeavors. But you skip the next hunt and gain the flower addiction disorder. Gain plus 3 endeavors? That could be nice for us. So we do have to give it to somebody. Oh, and this person that was just born, which was Elena, I think, yeah. She gets the flower addiction disorder. Oops, that's a fighting art. Flower addiction disorder. Yeah. Is it not in here? It should be in here. Because she was born with it as well. Right? Yeah, flower addiction disorder. Is it not in there? That's a severe trait. I wonder if it's considered an impairment in the app. No. Disorders. How is that not even in here? Is it because I didn't add the flower night? There it is. Sorry about that. So there's Elena. Disorders. Flower addiction. Yep. You may only wait a minute. What? You may only depart to hunt the flower night. We can't hunt the flower night. What are you talking about? Was there something in here that said that we can't get that? Survivors cannot hunt the flower night or gain the flower addiction disorder. Oh, that's huge. So this is just intimacy without consequences. Now we're talking. So we just get 3 free endeavors out of this. They do have to skip the next hunt. Whoever we give this to. It doesn't matter who eats it. We're in the settlement, so. Grima, how about you eat it? You're kind of the intimacy guy anyways, somehow. So plus 3 more endeavors. Takes us to 4. Yep, cheating. He's got hacks on. Consume this during the showdown to gain 3 luck tokens. This is a hide, though. Lights in the sky. Yep. The only one I would be interested in doing is the one that requires graves. That's actually the only one we can do. It could get us 3 armor to every location. Not terrible. Yeah, and we get plus 2 for it. Yeah, I'm down for that. So we'll spend one of those and roll. We don't need much to get it here. 5 will do it. So that turns it into a 7, and it's a 6+. So over in our departing survivors, they also get 3 additional armor. We need to spend some bones. Actually, we could do bones and hide and build quite a few bone axes. I'm a big fan of the bone axes. They are pretty solid. Do that location. What location? I can do the weapon crafter? Oh, for 3 bone and a hide? That's not bad. What are we looking to get out of the weapon crafter? Stuff, I guess. Scrap sword's nice once we get heat. I don't think actually, I guess I could do more than one location, couldn't I? Because I have a mystery meat up here. I I would I would be interested in the leather worker. I love getting me some leather armor. Honestly, leather worker might be a little more interesting to me than the weapon crafter. So I'd have to spend a bloom, which is a-okay. Probably both hide. And what was it, a bone? Or was it an organ? Yeah, I can't make leather yet. But can't I special innovate ammonia at the leather worker? No, you can't. It'd be an organ as well. I don't think you can. Yeah, so we are waiting on ammonia, but if we hunt the lion, it's a matter of time before getting that event. Blacksmith. Maybe we should just be given that one. I'm leaning, personally, fellas, a little more towards getting some weapons to take on our next quarries. Symposium's huge, but I'm not super confident just going in with the one bone axe again. I want some more weapons that hit. I'm not sure where you guys stand on that front. But what we could do is spend Osseous Bloom. Yeah, 3 extra armor, but it is just kind of painful to not be able to hit. Because if we did Osseous Bloom, we could go hide and hide. We could spend these 3 and this organ as a hide and still build the leather worker. Not necessarily done with lions, to be honest. Especially since we didn't get the bow. It would be great if we went after a lion and did, because I kind of gave up on those Cathars. If we want lion armor or Cathars, we will need to go back against him. We can start taking out our lucky survivors. And I don't see why we wouldn't start taking out our lucky survivors. We might as well. So I'm thinking 2 axes and the leather worker. Would you guys be opposed to that? That's kind of what I'm thinking. Which dagger are you referring to? Bone dagger, let's take it. Oh, I just skipped right past it. Let's take a look at it real quick. Because it's just 1 bone. I don't think it is fragile or frail. Did I skip it? Yeah, I did. Bone Dagger is 371. On a perfect hit, you gain a survival. 371. So it's the same as the stone, but one additional speed. I see. Yeah, I mean, Bone Darts aren't the worst to use against him in case he pulls ground fighting. But we could also just sacrifice a stone if he pulls ground fighting. Man, I've been sneezing tonight. I hope I get that muted in time so I'm not blowing your guys' eardrums out. Leatherworker, we got it. Yeah, as soon as we get the bow, the bone darts will be just a useless piece of gear. So maybe it's better to just hold off. Let me add the leatherworker in here. Yeah. Well, is a perfect bone worth the trade to get some bone darts? Because I think that's all they are, is a bone. If you think bone darts is worth the trade, we'll do it. Bone darts are just a bone. We need to find some couple things to do our endeavors on, especially with this endeavor boost. Augury horrifies me because we would be doing the worst level of intimacy. There's really not many other options for us, though, is there? Shared experience. Could always do that. Or we could do some more stone noses. Those are nice. Some free survival and insanity. We can only get 3, so spend these last 2 endeavors on some stone noses. Whoops, organ. Our survival limit is 3, and most survivors are not receiving any survival when they depart. So this will be nice for that. This is technically we're going into year 2, yeah. So I say we just put the perfect bone away. From that hunt, we basically got 2 bone axes, 2 stone noses, a cat eye circlet, and a little bit of this and that. And then we just kind of would need to discuss whether we wanted to go after a lope or lion. If we're thinking, hear me out on this one. So if we're thinking left in storage is an organ and a bone. The organ must have been left over, yeah, from the first one. Some whiskers. Oh no. Oh, guys. If I would have known that this was whiskers in storage, I definitely would have sacrificed it when we traded in our monster resources. And that would have got us the Sighing Bloom, which would have let us build the bow. That sucks. I will need to remember that next time. That's so much. Yeah, and I don't even remember what resources we spent on what, so that's just going to have to be an error on my part, my friends. I'm sorry about that. Real, yeah, I know. That's tragic. That actually hurts. Because it was before we did anything. The problem was I looked and saw that the Sighing Bloom was the next one we would have drawn. But even before that, if I would have known that something as useless as Whiskers was sitting in here, I definitely would have sacrificed it for an extra chance. I definitely would have. Yeah. I could go back through after we post this video. Um, I could even clip a little section of it and we could talk about it in Discord over the next week about what we would have to change if we wanted to change it. But I don't know. I mean, we're looking okay. I think honestly, well, we can't do it now just because I feel like if we did it now, I would make more mistakes than if I went through and reviewed what we spent what resources on. Because I don't remember what items those resources went into. You know what I mean? Like I know it didn't require the flower that we used to get the endeavors, so the endeavors wouldn't change. None of that would change. I'm sure it would simply come down to a bone axe kind of thing. Like we'd have to get rid of a bone axe to get the bow, because we would have had +1 more. So let me just, since we're all in Discord together, let me just go through. I'll just look at the little video and I'll message you guys. I don't know if I'll message you tonight or tomorrow. I'll just tag everybody in it, tell what the balance would be. If you guys like it, I'll do it off stream time and get it all set up so that it's all ready for Sunday. And then I'll just explain what happened to get us there on Sunday, next Sunday. You need to bring 2 understanding people right now. Okay. Yeah, let's pick those real quick because I'm thinking our lucky survivors should definitely come. Alana should come. Who else is lucky? Ann Lee should come. Yeah, I can do that. Tristan should probably come. And then our axe specialist, maybe? Zachary? No, Urza's gonna. Oh, man. Yeah, I mean, Urza needs to come for the Fist and Tooth. Yeah, we'll bring her for Fist and Tooth. None of them have 2 understanding, though. I kind of hoped we'd just get lucky there. I'll just take, like, her out. Who has 2 understanding? Does anybody? Nobody has 2 understanding. Anley has 2 courage, which is nice. So yeah, I'm bringing Urza, who's working on Fist and Tooth, Zachary, who's working on Axe, and then Tristan and Anley will both take axes with their +1 luck. I think that would be solid. Oh yeah, she's movement throttled. So let's leave her and bring Tristan instead. He had the same stats. Not Tristan, but Elena. Yeah, it's true. So on departure, we'll gain a survival, 3 armor, and an understanding. So all survivors right now, departing survivors gain an understanding because of that event. Um, so what would you guys like to hunt? Would you guys like to hunt a lion again for some structure and ease, or do you want to go right after the? Yeah, the new ones do have luck. Yep. That, probably that, and that. Somebody needs the circlet. Oh, that's an extra set of stone noses. Give Urza this maybe. That's kind of what our gear would look like. Low armor, decent weapons. I think if we hunted a lion again, I think we would slaughter him. Well, not slaughter him, but I think we would handle him far better based on our weapons. Lope's probably going to be a challenge with this gear. Bill's thinking Lope. Mike, what do you think? Whoa, whoa, Mike, whoa. Dial it back now, son. We gotta wait till like 12 to 15 to go after a level 2 lion. Whoa. It'll be easy because of armor. Okay, I'll bite, Bill. We'll go after the level 2 Lope. Come on, I know. We're totally ready for that. It's already Lantern Year 2. Level 2 Lion. Okay. So I'm going to give everybody their understanding right now, since they're considered departing survivors. Because otherwise I will forget. A couple of them are pretty close to insight. We'll let Tristan be white, and then Alana can be blue. Yeah, we are bringing luck. So we have 2 survivors that are working on weapon proficiencies, fist and tooth and axe, and the other 2 have a permanent luck with the axe, which is savage, which could be awesome. So we'll try to take down that Lope next week. We'll talk in Discord about what we can do to maybe change this up to end up with a bow. Okay, we'll talk about that. I'll type it up in some way that makes sense and send it into Discord. But Mike, Bill, Titan, thanks fellas. Thank you for your time, thank you for your interest, and thanks for your support. I look forward to this every week. I look forward to talking with you guys and just relaxing and suffering through some Kingdom Death, you know. It's real great. So we'll have to give Rock a hard time. We missed him tonight. But I'm sure he'll be back. But honestly, have a great week, fellas. Take it by the horns, and we'll hope that Sunday comes quick. I should be all good to stream next Sunday. Let's plan on 7, just because I do a family dinner and stuff over at my parents' house on Sundays. I get some siblings that come in from out of town, so I think 7 generally works a little bit better than 6, as long as that's okay for you guys that have different time zones. But other than that, we're ready to go. I do have an upcoming Kingdom Death weekend with my my real life group, I guess, rather than all my digital fellas. So I'll keep you guys posted on that. But till next week, you guys take care, and thanks again for being here.